Today, we're going to talk about your ice tray overfilling with water. Now, a lot of times you can determine that is because in your ice bucket, the top is just all blocked and clumped up. Or when you see the ice, you can see like 4 or 6 cubes all tied together still. They look like a little brick there. Now, you can actually open the ice room, remove the bucket, and on some models you can actually look down with a light and see that instead of the water level being to where you get all these individual ice cubes, the water level's up high enough that it's basically making a brick, what we call slabbing. Now, if you do get water that's overflowing your ice tray, it's usually caused by water pressure, either too high or too low. Now, depending on the refrigerator you have, it will tell you that the water pressure should be anywhere between 20 and 120 psi, or if you have a filter like this one does, the water pressure needs to be between 40 and 120 psi. Now, what happens is water pressure is actually electrically, we open the water valve. Then when we remove the electricity, we count on the water pressure to snap it shut for us. So if you have low water pressure, it doesn't snap the valve close, and what will happen is it can actually drip and keep dripping, and that's what causes this problem of overfilling the tray. Now, at a local hardware store, one of the big box stores, you can actually purchase for about 10, 12 bucks. It's called a water pressure gauge. I've showed one in a previous video. Unfortunately, I didn't bring it today. But this thing screws on to an outside faucet. You turn your water on, and it tells you how much pressure is there at your home. So if the water pressure is below what's required for your refrigerator, either 20 or 40, you need to find out why. You need to do something to increase your water pressure. It may be a call to the water company to see if something can be done, or a call to your plumber to see if maybe it's a real old house that the pipes have started closing down on you. But whatever the case, we have to have the proper water pressure to the refrigerator so it doesn't drip through. Now, on the flip side of that, you could have too high of water pressure. And if it's above 120 psi, sometimes during that certain period of time we're supposed to take water to get this thing properly filled, we're getting too much water in. So in that case, and this just happened at my own house, my pressure regulator had gone bad. And I started getting like 150 psi at my home, and I had to go out and replace my pressure regulator. But overflowing ice tray is caused by too much water. That is caused by water pressure. So too much, that's usually an easy fix. A pressure regulator is added right where the water comes off your meter. They put a regulator in and it regulates the flow into your house. It's an easy fix. Too little water pressure, that's something that gets a little more complicated. That could either be a water company. I've also had rural properties where the pump wasn't big enough. So the well wasn't bringing it in, so they had to buy a bigger pump to increase the flow to the house. So if you get an ice tray that's overflowing, you're seeing water frozen on top, 4 to 6 cubes, all held together, you need to check your water pressure, and that will tell you if you need to call a plumber or your water company. Hopefully this helped you with ice tray overfilling with water. On behalf of LG, have a great day.